One of the things that I've observed in 40 years in business and in the last 21 years running my own company is that the leaders that we're talking about often do not self-identify. They are there and they are exhibiting what would often be described as entrepreneurial flair in their work. They'll think about how, if they're going to enter a new market, enter a new city, enter a new territory, they will do their research, they will work out who they should be, who the people of influence are, and they'll work out a strategy of approaching them, because they'll recognize that if they want people to do business with them, they've got to be doing business with the right people. So they'll think all about the issue of engaging with the right people. Sadly, too much in business is not transferred to the way that we should be doing it, I believe, in the church. So consequently, we tend to somehow reduce ourselves into a church mindset that says we won't do that when it comes to having influence in the city. We won't think spiritually about who it is that we should be influencing. We won't be thinking about how do we actually form a relationship with them? How do we do our research appropriately? Because Jesus said, be harmless as doves, but he also said, be wise as serpents. So we come somehow leave our brains at the door. We don't pray in the same way. And so we are left with a lot of leaders who are in the marketplace, but they're not being empowered because the prevailing ministry development does often not teach the minister. It could be a very good, very godly man or woman, but doesn't equip them to know how to minister to and how to disciple the marketplace Christian. So you're left in this kind of no man's land where there are many people in our cities, they're put by God for a position of influence, who are running businesses and growing businesses, who do not think about how do I approach the key civic leaders, if you like, the civic pharaohs and the corporate kings. But this is the way that God does things. This is the way he reveals to us in the Bible, that he brings about, one of the major ways he brings about significant change. So if you are a marketplace Christian in a position of leadership, I would really encourage you not to leave your brain at the door. Now you may not, you may already be very active in the way that you are seeking to bring every spiritual faculty you have and everything in your head into forming relationship with key people in your city. But if you're not, I would encourage you to start thinking about that, and later on in these programs we'll be talking a little bit about the ways that we can help if you want to be thinking about it. But we can't, if we're going to influence the corporate kings, CEOs and the civic pharaohs, we have to have a route of approach to them. We have to think how we're going to engage with them, and that is a process that we can help you with.